Ladies and gentlemen.
Notification volume set to 0%.
A gay bar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a gay bar. And just a disclaimer. Says no more. Disclaimer. This venue is not for homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexism, ageism, ableism, harassment, negativity, bad vibes, or any and ally forms of discrimination. Any and all forms of discrimination. Some people can be prejudiced for, right? They're only prejudiced for one thing. This venue sadly will be bulldozed. Too bad. This is a very good venue. I need to see some rainbow lights. Chair. And now we're going to walk up Hertford Street to the Rainbow Place. Ladies and gentlemen, here's some very funky music and some idiots flouting social distancing. This is the problem with the festival. But other things are very, very worthy of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rainbow Display. This is a city of cultural shock. City has never looked so psychedelic, I'd say is probably the most appropriate word. A bit like Coventry's exploded back to 1967, I suppose. Semi-Beatles fan, I'd agree. It looks a bit psychedelic. Ladies and gentlemen, I have this on Coventry Road. My neighbour. His sister company, Kelly. More than naked. Let's do this place. Great crackers. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this beautiful. COVID guidelines, of course. But these two here, let them blend. I know Ariel Vieira, of Urbanist, probably would like this. Very colourful person, and a long-term childhood friend of mine. Ariel is currently in Galway and he flies back home to New York in 2 days. I got him set up for Coventry of Culture, City of Culture. But sadly, Boris, it's not. He has to take, I think it's 2 COVID tests, I'm not sure. Too short notice. The festival does go on to about July. Sort of. Copyrighted. This is a very good song. This festival doesn't really fully take into account the words of that song because homeless people, many I know, have been driven out of the city centre by the festival coordinators. So the way I support the festival is through moral means, but does it mean not funding it? That's my question. Because I'm supporting it for cultural reasons and art reasons. I'm not supporting it for gentrified Tory wankers on legs reasons. Why can the council fund things like this beautiful art? And yet a homeless guy I spoke to down here a short while ago be forced to sleep out in the cold and have his tent set on fire. This is seriously posing a question. Is this festival worthy? Is it trustworthy? Well, COVID rates have soared and the deaths have gone up to 166 now with COVID, and the highest rates of COVID are actually here in Coventry. Why? The festival. Yes, a lot of places have alcohol, which will certainly take away the effects of COVID, but that's not why they're there. Very few places are adhering to the guidelines. In a way, it's illegal in a sense. This art could be painted for much less than what the festival coordinators have funded. One thing that Ariel does that annoys me, he never mentions problems like homelessness. He didn't actually like homeless people. He was quite cruel to them when he was in Coventry. Action Kid, however, does things like film Skid Row in Los Angeles. That's a good thing. As a supporter of the Urbanist channel, I'm taking the good things that Ariel does and deleting the bad. I'm mirroring what he does to say, Ariel, you do things on a deep level. You talk about history and art and the suffering of others, but you don't have empathy. That's a problem. You can empathise with a historic figure, but yet not a beggar on the street. No good. Ariel, I challenge you by mirroring your behaviour, because I too like art. I like buildings. I like culture. You can empathise with people like Kennedy, but you can't empathise with a homeless guy. This is wrong. Like Ariel, I like buskers, like in Italy. But I take it one step further. I sense life. I do things that make me feel good. And helping others certainly makes me feel good.